What if I told you that some of the most profitable plants you could ever grow are not the ones filling giant industrial fields? Not corn. Not wheat. Not soybeans. I'm talking about specialty plants that can sell for premium prices, plants that chefs, herbal companies, cosmetic brands, and health-focused buyers are constantly searching for. Plants that can turn a small growing space into a serious income stream. Most people assume farming profits come from scale. They think you need hundreds of acres, expensive machinery, and massive operations to make real money. But the truth is, some of the smartest growers in the world build wealth by doing the exact opposite. They focus on rare, high-value crops with strong demand, limited supply, and customers willing to pay top dollar for quality. That is where the real opportunity begins. While everyone else is competing in crowded commodity markets with slim margins, these growers are producing plants that are unique, desirable, and often difficult to find fresh or locally grown. And that creates a completely different kind of business. A business where knowledge matters more than acreage, where quality matters more than quantity, and where a small plot can outperform a much larger farm when the crop is right. Today, I'm going to walk you through 20 profitable plants that can completely change the way you think about growing for income. Some are medicinal. Some are culinary. Some are surprisingly simple to grow. And a few are so overlooked that most people walk right past the opportunity without ever seeing it. So let's get into it. Here are 20 profitable plants that could help you build serious wealth, starting with impressive opportunities and moving toward the truly extraordinary. Number 1, Moringa, the fast-growing nutrition powerhouse. Moringa has earned its reputation as one of the most useful trees in the world. Its leaves are packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and protein, which makes it extremely attractive to the wellness market. Dried moringa leaf is used in powders, capsules, teas, and functional foods, and demand continues to grow as more people discover it. What makes moringa such a strong business crop is speed. It grows fast, produces heavily, and can be harvested multiple times in a season once established. Instead of planting a crop once and waiting for a single return, moringa gives you repeat harvest potential from the same planting. That makes it feel less like a crop and more like a renewable income system. Number 2, duckweed, the tiny plant with massive potential. Most people see duckweed and think of pond scum. Smart growers see protein, speed, and possibility. Duckweed is one of the fastest growing plants on Earth, capable of doubling in a very short time under the right conditions. That alone would make it interesting, but what really changes the game is its nutritional profile. This tiny aquatic plant is rich in protein and increasingly valuable in markets connected to animal feed, sustainability, aquaculture, and even human nutrition. It can be grown in compact water systems, harvested quickly, and scaled in surprisingly efficient ways. The fact that most people still underestimate it is exactly what makes it such an intriguing opportunity. Number 3, shiso, the herb that chefs never stop looking for. Shiso has one of those flavors that immediately stands out. It is fresh, aromatic, slightly minty, slightly basil-like, and completely unique. Used heavily in Japanese and Korean cuisine, it has become increasingly popular in upscale dining and modern fusion cooking. For growers, that creates a very appealing niche. Restaurants want consistency, freshness, and local access. Home cooks interested in Asian cuisine want it too, but often cannot find it outside specialty markets. That gap between demand and availability gives shiso real earning power. It is the kind of crop that rewards growers who understand food trends before they become mainstream. Number 4, cilantro, the bold herb with a loyal market. Cilantro is often confused with cilantro, but it has its own identity and a deeply loyal customer base. It is prized in Caribbean, Latin American, and Southeast Asian cooking, and for many traditional dishes, there is simply no substitute. That creates the perfect setup for a profitable niche crop. It serves communities and restaurants that actively need it, yet fresh supply is still limited in many places. Because it is not a standard grocery store herb, it can command premium pricing in the right local markets. Sometimes the most profitable plants are not the ones with universal appeal. They are the ones with passionate buyers and very little competition. Number 5. Lemon balm, the calming herb with commercial reach. Lemon balm sits right at the intersection of ease and demand. It is simple to grow, vigorous once established, and valued by the herbal tea, supplement, and wellness industries. People associate it with calm, sleep support, and stress relief, which gives it a natural place in one of the fastest growing consumer categories in the world. It also has flexibility. It can be sold fresh, dried, blended into teas, distilled into extracts, or used in value-added products. When one plant can serve multiple markets, it becomes much easier to build a resilient business around it. Number 6. Lovage, the forgotten flavor chefs adore. Lovage is one of those crops that almost feels too good to be true. It is perennial, productive, and packed with flavor. Its taste is often described as something like celery turned up to full intensity, with extra layers of complexity that chefs love. Because lovage is still uncommon in mainstream markets, anyone growing it well can step into a space with very little competition. This is exactly the kind of plant that makes small-scale growers powerful. You do not need to sell to everyone. You just need to become the reliable source for the people who truly want it. Number 7. Tulsi, the sacred herb turned wellness staple. Tulsi, also known as holy basil, has a long history in traditional herbal systems, but now it is also a major player in modern wellness. It is marketed in teas, tinctures, adaptogen blends, and general health products, and buyers are drawn to both its story and its function. That combination matters. Consumers do not just buy ingredients anymore. They buy meaning, ritual, identity, and perceived value. Tulsi offers all of that. It is easy to grow, harvestable multiple times, and appealing to a market that keeps expanding year after year. Number 8. Calendula, the bright flower that powers the skincare world. Calendula proves that flowers can be serious business. These vibrant blooms are prized by herbalists, soap makers, cosmetic brands, and natural skincare companies. They are used in oils, salves, creams, and countless handmade products marketed around skin support and botanical beauty. The economics here are attractive because calendula is not difficult to grow, yet it feeds directly into premium product categories. Growers can sell dried petals wholesale, package them for crafters, or move further up the value chain with their own products. A beautiful flower becomes even more beautiful when it turns into recurring income. Number 9. Epazote, the rare herb with built-in demand. Epazote is essential in many traditional Mexican dishes, especially beans and soups, but it remains difficult to find fresh in many regions. That creates a very direct opportunity. If a plant is culturally important, frequently used, and hard to source, that is a business signal. Epazote also grows easily, which strengthens the opportunity. When production is straightforward but distribution is weak, local growers are in a powerful position. You are not trying to invent demand. You are simply stepping in to meet demand that already exists. Number 10. Catnip, the crop hiding in the pet economy. Catnip might sound playful, but the pet industry is anything but small. Pet owners spend heavily on products they believe improve their animals' happiness and well-being, and high-quality catnip fits perfectly into that world. What matters here is quality and positioning. Cheap, dusty catnip is everywhere. Fresh, fragrant, premium catnip is not. A grower who targets boutique pet shops, online direct sales, or natural pet product companies can tap into a customer base that spends emotionally. And emotional spending is powerful spending. Number 11. Ashwagandha, the root riding the supplement boom. Ashwagandha has become one of the biggest names in the global supplement market. It is associated with stress support, resilience, and everyday wellness, and it appears in everything from capsules to drink mixes. Demand has surged, but much of the supply still comes through imports. That opens the door for domestic growers who can offer freshness, traceability, and quality. The crop itself is especially interesting because the root is the main product, giving it strong shelf life and manageable storage once harvested properly. It is one of those plants where a global trend creates a local opportunity. Number 12. Yarrow, the hardy medicinal with strong artisan appeal. Yarrow is known for its feathery leaves and flat clusters of flowers, but behind that gentle appearance is a plant with a long herbal history and wide versatility. It is used in teas, salves, dried floral products, and botanical blends, especially within artisan and small batch markets. Its hardiness makes it even more appealing. Yarrow can thrive in conditions that challenge fussier crops, and its visual beauty adds another layer of marketability. Some plants win because they are rare. Others win because they are useful, durable, and easy to turn into value. Number 13, Stevia, the leaf that answers the sugar question. Consumers are constantly searching for alternatives to sugar, and stevia is one of the best-known names in that entire category. While industrial processing gets most of the attention, there is still strong value in dried leaves and small-scale sales for home use, tea blends, and natural sweetening. That distinction matters because it creates room for smaller growers. You do not have to compete with giant food companies making refined powder. You can serve a different buyer entirely, one who wants natural, minimally processed, plant-based sweetness. That is a profitable lane all by itself. Number 14, purslane, the so-called weed that high-end kitchens respect. Purslane might be one of the greatest examples of hidden value in the plant world. Many people pull it out of gardens without a second thought, but it is edible, nutritious, attractive on the plate, and increasingly appreciated by chefs and health-conscious eaters. Its slightly tangy flavor, succulent texture, and nutritional profile make it a standout in the right market. Best of all, it grows aggressively and needs very little pampering. When something grows like a weed but sells like a specialty green, you start to understand why overlooked plants can be so profitable. Number 15, hyssop, the aromatic herb with heritage and charm. Hyssop brings together fragrance, tradition, and specialty appeal. It is used in herbal preparations, teas, and pollinator-friendly gardens, and it attracts buyers who appreciate both old-world herbalism and modern craft products. In a market increasingly drawn to small-batch, story-rich botanicals, hyssop fits beautifully. It is not the kind of crop that dominates supermarket shelves, but that is exactly the point. Some of the best opportunities sit outside mass retail and inside premium micro-markets where uniqueness is part of the value. Number 16, Gotu Kola, the herb serving two booming industries. Gotu Kola is fascinating because it touches both cognitive wellness and skin care. It has a long history of use in traditional medicine, and today it appears in supplements, botanical beverages, and beauty products aimed at skin support and aging concerns. Very few plants have that kind of double market advantage. When one herb can appeal to both brain health buyers and cosmetic formulators, its commercial potential grows dramatically. It is a reminder that the most profitable crops are often not just useful. They are strategically positioned across multiple industries at the same time. Number 17, fenugreek, the crop with culinary and medicinal pull. Fenugreek is one of those plants that succeeds because it refuses to be boxed into one category. Its seeds are prized in cooking, especially in Indian, Middle Eastern, and African cuisines, and it also has a long-standing role in traditional wellness practices. That dual demand gives it stability. If one market slows, another may still be strong. It also stores well, travels well, and fits into both spice-oriented and health-oriented sales channels. A plant with multiple paths to profit is always worth paying attention to. Number 18, Yupon holly, the native caffeine crop with serious upside. Yupon holly is one of the most exciting specialty plants for growers in the right regions because it offers something very unusual, a native North American source of caffeine. Its leaves can be processed into a tea with growing appeal among buyers looking for local, sustainable alternatives to imported beverages. The story alone makes it marketable. But beyond the story, there is real product potential. Consumers increasingly want drinks that feel distinctive, rooted in place, and aligned with natural sourcing. Yupon checks all those boxes. For growers willing to move early, that creates a strong first-mover advantage. Number 19, Sichuan pepper, the spice that turns rarity into premium pricing. Now we are entering truly high-value territory. Sichuan pepper is not actually hot in the way many people expect. Its famous tingling, numbing effect makes it completely unique, and that uniqueness gives it extraordinary culinary importance in certain dishes. Because authentic, high-quality supply can be difficult to find, especially fresh or locally produced, prices stay high. That is exactly what specialty crop growers want to see. The harder something is to replace, the more powerful the seller becomes. Sichuan pepper is not just another spice. It is an experience, and experiences sell. Number 20, saffron, the small space crop with legendary value. If there is one plant that perfectly captures the power of specialty agriculture, it is saffron. Harvested from the delicate stigmas of crocus flowers, saffron is famous for being one of the most expensive spices in the world. It is labor-intensive, yes, but that labor is exactly what protects its value. For small growers, saffron represents something extraordinary. It can produce remarkable value from a relatively small area, it stores well, and it serves high-end culinary buyers who understand exactly what they are paying for. It is not the easiest crop on this list, but that is part of why it remains so profitable. Difficulty often protects opportunity. So what is the real lesson behind all 20 of these plants? It is not just that they are profitable. It is that they operate by a different set of rules. They are not about volume. They are about scarcity, usefulness, story, quality, and niche demand. They show that the future of profitable growing is not always bigger. Sometimes it is smarter. Sometimes it is more focused. Sometimes it is about finding the overlooked corner of the market where buyers are eager, competition is thin, and value is waiting for someone willing to grow differently. That is the beauty of specialty plants. They reward observation. They reward curiosity. They reward people who are willing to see opportunity where others see weeds, herbs, flowers, or strange little crops nobody talks about. And maybe that is the biggest advantage of all. Because once you understand this, you stop asking, what is everyone else growing? And you start asking a much better question. What do people want badly enough to pay premium prices for, even if almost nobody is supplying it? That is where profitable growing begins. And the best part is, you do not need a giant farm to start. You need the right crop, the right market, and the willingness to think differently from the crowd. Because in the end, the growers who build real wealth are not always the ones with the most land. Very often, they are the ones with the best information, the clearest strategy, and the courage to plant what others ignore.